On these grapes, you can see that there's a little bit of dehydration here. And over time, we start to lose more and more grapes. They start to dehydrate. We get less juice, less sugar out of them. Then when you reach this stage and they've completely shriveled up, there's nothing left. But then these other grapes have quantity in them. So even though the same amount of bunches are here, the amount of juice coming out of them is now becoming dramatically reduced.
Well, the mild temperatures means that the ice wine makers have not been able to harvest these vines yet. What that also means is it gives them time to not only dry out, but be eaten by birds.
If you look to the bottom, you'll see that the birds have been able to get at these grapes here. We've got bird bangers that are chasing the birds away. We've got netting to keep the birds away, but they're still able to get in and get at some of these grapes and eat some.
It's one of the reasons why you want them off the vine as soon as possible.
Exactly. We want to mitigate or reduce our losses. We're into a concept that time is our worst enemy, but at the same time, we have to be patient when you're in the ice wine business.
But having to have patience this year has meant delaying picking for weeks, waiting for the ideal -10 to -12 degree temperatures for a prolonged overnight period. Having not had that yet, they now have seen an impactful loss of 40% of their crop.
40% loss could mean 100,000 liters less of grapes, and that's pretty significant. That's 300,000 bottles.
However, that loss won't translate into higher prices, as ice wine is produced factoring in ups and downs over many years of growing.
The only time we have to really increase prices is when we see the supply chain disrupted like we have this year, where you see the shortage of glass, shortage of cardboard. Prices have escalated by 100% and 200% sometimes in short periods. But what we've learned is we're in this for the very long game. It's not something that we do one year and not do another year, so we're doing it continuously. Again, it's this balancing act of spreading out benefits and losses over a period of years rather than just 1 year.
At this point, the very cold weather needed is not expected to arrive for another couple of weeks. They're hoping to have these grapes off the vine by the 1st to 2nd week of February. In Niagara-on-the-Lake, Audra Brown, City News.